Okay, Anesha, if you can give me your name, you don't have to spell it this time. Your date of birth and where you were born.
Anesha Hopson. I was born June 19, 1971 in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay. And what are your parents' names?
My parents' name is Willie Renee Hopson and Eddie Lee Hopson.
Are they from Cleveland, or where their family from? Where they?
No, they're originally from Mississippi.
Where in Mississippi?
My dad is from Lauderdale, Mississippi, and my mom is from Porterville, Mississippi.
Okay. Is that, was that like a cities or farm?
No, it's rural area. It's like country area. Yeah. They just now, back then they only had like dirt roads, but now they're paved.
Okay, but was it what did they grow in the country? Was it their home, or did they live on somebody else's property?
No, my dad, they have a big white house. They own their land, like 77 some acres of land. They farmed. And so they basically had people working for them. My dad was considered like the rich side. My mom, they lived on the land. They would work the land to pay for their land. So they had to get out and pick cotton. And
so they were sharecroppers.
Well, not so much sharecroppers. It was just like...
you know what that means, right? That the farmer gives them a place for them to make a house.
Right. So I guess so. Basically, I guess so. But
no, but I don't want to put words in your mouth.
But I don't know. You have to ask my parents. But because my mom done moved, it was like everybody family there, like all my cousins and them and stuff. So just so they worked the land so they can keep paying for their land. So it wasn't like they were buying somebody else's land. It was their land. They just worked, to make sure they could pay their taxes and stay there. So
to the city or to the farmer.
That I don't know.
Okay. So were the other relatives doing the same thing, paying for their land too, or?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. That's like, it is similar to sharecropping. If it's not sharecropping, I don't know if it's sharecropping.
Yeah, I don't know because.
But your father's side was rich. They had their own.
Yeah, they had their own house and own land. Yeah.
77 acres.
77 acres. Yep, which my dad is over now. Yes, 77 acres.
So how many brothers and sisters did you have?
Do I have?
Yeah.
It's 6 of us. I have one deceased brother. My older brother passed away October the 1st, 2015 at the age of 48. Otto Laverne Hopson.
So what are their names?
Starting from the oldest, Amanda Suzette Hopson. She is 50. And then my deceased brother, his name was Otto Laverne Hopson. He was 48, and then my other brother is Darren Linnell Hopson. He's 47, and then my sister Melinda Hopson. She's 46, and then there's me, Anesha Hopson, and I'm 44, and then I have a little sister, Lashika Hopson, and she's 33.
Okay, do they live here or Cleveland, or where do they live?
No. My oldest sister, myself, and my older brother, well, my baby brother now, Darren, and Lashika, we live here. And then Melinda and my deceased brother, they lived in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay. So did you give me your parents' name too, or no?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right. So where, you were born in Cleveland, but when did your parents first move up north?
My parents...
About what year, if you can remember?
Here in Michigan?
No, just up north.
Oh, that I don't know. I wasn't even born yet because when they moved, my dad is the baby out of 13 kids. So his older sisters and some of his older brothers, they have moved to Cleveland. And so my dad moved there first and stuff. So I wasn't even born then. I was born in 71, so I was in the making probably then.
And you were one of the, in the middle or something, right?
Yeah, I was number 5. I was the baby then. So, so I think when we left Cleveland.
And your older sister, was she born in Cleveland?
No, my eldest sister and my oldest brother, they were born in Mississippi.
Okay. So was it
My second oldest brother, Darren, my second older sister, Melinda, and me, we were born in Cleveland, Ohio.
So how old is he then? So maybe we could talk about his age.
How old is who?
The one that was born in Cleveland, your oldest brother?
Darren?
Yeah.
Darren is 47.
Okay. Okay, so 47 is still around 60s.
Yeah.
So they came in around 60s, your family?
Right.
From the South. Okay, so they didn't come with that great migration in the...
Oh, no. No.
Okay, all right. So what kind of work did they do, your parents?
Well, my mom, she worked for the state of Ohio, and my dad, he was like a welder.
Okay.
Yep.
So state of Ohio...
Like, far as like dealing with children,
Okay,
like
so
foster care and
care.
child protecting service,
Okay.
yes.
And the rest of the brothers and sisters, what kind of work did they do?
Whose?
Your brothers and sisters?
Well, we were kids then,
But
so.
I mean now, what kind of work have they done?
Well, now that my oldest sister, she's like a top salesman, salesperson. Toady, my deceased brother, he worked on an oil rig in Florida, and he would come, to Indianapolis. He would be back and forth. Darren, he's been at Spartan Nash Warehouse Food Company. He's been there for 23 years. Myself, I work for United Methodist Community House. I'm a bus driver, and I've been driving since 2002. And my sister, Lashika, she worked at Costco, and she's been there for 12 or 13 years
Costco?
now. Yeah, wholesale, like Sam's Club, Costco.
So United Methodist Community House, you work with it. Did you work any other place?
Yeah, I only been here for like a year and a half, close to a year and a half at United Methodist.
Oh, United Methodist. But in Grand Rapids, you've been... when did you come to Grand Rapids?
I came to Grand Rapids when I was... The first time is when I was like 8 or 9 years old. And we stayed for a little bit. And then I came back. And so to make our final stop, I was 12 years old.
12 years old when you came. So
Correct.
you know what year that is? Or we can figure that out.
So what?
What year that was? We can figure that out.
That had to be about 1985, 84, 85.
Okay.
Because I was fifth. I had to do half of fifth, all in sixth.
So
And
what was the reason you came? You didn't like
well,
it?
my dad's job, it transferred him around a lot. We went from Cleveland to back to Mississippi, from Mississippi back up here, back down south. And so when my mother got pregnant with my younger sister, Sheikah, she was like, look, you tell them this is it. We gonna have 6 kids now. We can't be moving around anymore. I'm tired. And so that's what made the decision.
Okay. I can turn this off. So it was the pregnancy that made the decision. That's what you're saying?
Well, no, my dad had to relocate up here
relocated
anyway,
because of his job.
right? Because of his job, right? And my mom was just like, "Look, this is it. I don't want to move no more. This is it." Because she was pregnant with my sister when we was traveling up here.
So what neighborhood did you move to when you came?
Kentwood.
Kentwood. Okay. Or the town of Kentwood.
Yep, Kentwood.
Okay, so because he had a good job.
Right. But yeah, it was
like a suburb, right?
Right. Well, back then, yeah, it was like the suburbs. It wasn't that many of our color in our neighborhood.
And then Kentwood, there wasn't that many, because now there's a lot of African Americans.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
So then
I want to say my area in my school, it was probably like about 5 or 6 of us at the time.
Okay.
When we moved to Kentwood.
But it has changed since then?
Oh yeah, now it's
Do you still live in Kentwood?
Yeah, no, I don't live in Kentwood now. No.
Okay. What area do you live in?
I live right over here in the inner city, the southeast side,
The southeast side.
out of Grand Rapids.
Okay.
Yes, like
So how
5
long-
minutes away from.
So how long since you were 12? 13?
Yeah,
Okay. So that's a long time.
yeah. My parents, they still stay on the southeast side. Yeah, but I have my own house now. Not at home.
What was the most memorable moment that you remember when you were growing up? That's a high class word. What was the biggest thing you remember when you were growing up?
I don't know. I mean, I still remember just our family, us being so tight, getting together, family reunions, seeing all my cousins, because, it was a hard transition to move all the way from here and you have nobody but your immediate family, when you so used to living right not even a footstep away from your cousin. You know, you always have somebody to play with, talk to, or, you know, so I that's my most memorable, just being able to see my whole family and cousins and just catch up and do crazy stuff.
And stuff like that, so they would come all the way here from...
Yeah, or we would have them in different spots. Sometimes it'd be in Michigan, sometimes it'd be in Houston, Texas, sometimes it'd be down in Kansas, Dallas, you know, so it's like every 2 years, so they rotated every 2 years. My mom then would have their side, you know, so we was able to go to both sides. Like every 2 years it'd be my mom's, and then the following, you know, 2 years it'd be my dad's, so they rotated. So
do you know a lot of people that do that? Because I mean, we do get together on Christmas, like Spanish people, Puerto Ricans. I mean, we get together. Christmas is a big holiday, so everybody goes to Puerto Rico. But that's like a reunion. But other than that, we don't have reunions. You know?
No, it's not like that.
But I mean, do you know a lot of people that you said it's not like that? A lot of people have reunions.
I mean, it probably do, but not, you know, like you said, y'all go together for Christmas. Y'all call it a reunion.
African Americans, do they have a lot of reunions?
Well, I don't know about them, but I just know my family do. My family do, you know, for one reason. My dad come from a big family. My mom has a nice sized family too, you know. And that was one thing that my dad always instilled with us and my grandparents. Like, we need to know who our cousins are, our relatives are, because they're not going to be around. And how can we carry on a generation if we don't even stay in contact with our own, you know? So that's always been a big thing with us as family.
Your family, that's like our Christmas. That would be... Because we get together on Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, but we don't do it every year. It's every 2 years that we get there.
So it's like Christmas and that you don't do it, right?
No, Christmas we usually go home anyway.
And just stay with your own...
Yeah, Thanksgiving and Christmas, yeah. We usually go down south anyway and spend time, yeah.
So that was the most thing that you remember when you were... How about school? What schools did you go to?
Well, when I lived out in Kentwood, I went to Bowen Elementary, which is still there. Okay. And
how was that?
It was good. I mean, I've always been a good student, so I never had no problems. I've always had lots of friends, you know. So very challenging. Like I told you, it just wasn't that many Afro-American kids there. It's like 5 or 6 of us.
I ask you, it's challenging in what way? What do you mean?
Because, you know, I mean, back then I didn't realize it, but now that I'm older, you can. But back, you know, just being the fact, like, you know, you're different. Like, ooh, you know, like, you can tell, like, all eyes was on you, you know. So it was kind of like walking on eggshells, you know what I mean? Because you stood out. I mean, out of all them kids, and there's only about 5 or 6 of us African Americans, you're gonna stand out.
But they didn't call names.
Oh, no. No. You just knew they was different. You could tell, like, you know, looking back on it now, like, how some of the parents were with their kids, like, you know, keep them, you know, really didn't want us interacting. But kids are kids at that age.
The parents didn't want you interacting, so...
Some of them didn't, but we were kids. We were going to do anything. We were playing anywhere. You're young, you know. You're only, like, second, you know, first and second grade, you know, so...
But the teachers, everybody was fine?
Yeah, everything was good.
Okay, so that's Kentwood.
And then when we moved to the inner city, when we left here and came back.
You were, what, 12 when you moved to the inner city?
Originally, yeah, when we made our final move.
And that was the southeast side,
yeah.
This area here.
Yeah, the southeast side, not in this particular area where we're at right now, but yes. Okay. And I still had 5th grade, half of 5th grade to finish, so I went to Alexander.
And went to Alexander? Okay.
Yeah, elementary school. So I did a year and a half there. I did half of 5th and all of 6th. And then from there, I went to Iroquois Middle School. Okay. And from Iroquois, I graduated from Ottawa Hills.
Now, were they African American and black in those schools?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. It was.
I know
Ottawa was definitely diverse.
Alexander.
It was
Alexander.
Right here at Fisk and Neyland. Fisk.
Okay, so that's not the Ottawa Hills. Ottawa Hills is by Kalamazoo, right?
Yeah, off of Burton, by Burton and Plymouth at Rosewood.
So that's pretty...
that was diverse.
Diverse, yeah.
Yeah. And Iroquois
so
and
Alexander. So you didn't have issues there?
No, I didn't have issue at none of my schools, really.
Okay.
No. Okay. I got along with everybody.
Okay, what about the neighborhood? How was the neighborhood?
Oh, it was most, like, when we first moved over in the area, when we moved over here, it was where my parents still living to this day. My mom then was still like the minority. It was more predominantly more Caucasian families, and maybe like about 3 or 4 African American families on our street.
Okay, and it's still like that?
No.
So what happened?
Well, then finally, that's when a lot of the Caucasian people was selling their house and moving out in Kentwood, back into the suburbs,
Oh, so you
they thought that was geared.
moved out of Kentwood, and now they're moving.
Yeah, they moved out in Kentwood, but now they're coming back into the neighborhood. So now it's becoming more diverse now.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
So you think that's better now?
It really didn't matter because I loved our street because my mom, she didn't have to work. So she basically was like the mom on the street, So we always had somebody to play with. It was just a whole bunch of kids and everybody got along. Everybody knew each other's parents and, you could discipline them, and.
So I'm going to ask you why you think they moved to Kentwood and then why you think they moved back. So
Well.
the first thing, why do you think they moved to Kentwood?
Well, I don't know because people back then, like my mom and dad, they were still kind of like the young couples, a few young, and a lot of the people that was older, they were elderly. So they kids were grown and they probably was moving in community homes and stuff, and I don't know, just probably get a more peace of a mind, because it was a lot of kids on our street. So that's what I think that is, not because it was just African Americans on there. No.
So that's not the reason.
No, because when we were on there, no, everybody got along with everybody. Okay. But most of the people that were, they were already pretty much up in age.
And so, because they were elderly, that's why they moved to Kentwood.
Mm-hmm.
So why are they moving back now? Because it's not the same group moving back in.
No, of course not.
All elderly are already settled in.
Yeah, or probably deceased, right.
So now it's younger Caucasians?
I don't know. I think because...
or are they old? The Caucasians?
It's everything. It's diverse. I mean, to me, it's more younger people, younger than I am. But I think it's just more diversity, and like Grand Rapids is building up, and so many people now are trying to get so closer to the downtown area and being in the inner city so much. So I don't know. A lot of people thought, I guess, it was good moving out there, but in Kentwood, but I would never move out there. I love my inner city. This is where I grew up from.
So
and
now they just want to move closer to downtown?
Yeah, because Michigan is growing, and the property is right. A lot of people move, they find them a halfway decent house, you might have to fix it up and add a little stuff on, but we're definitely thriving. Like when I got my house, I've been in my home, 11 years? When I moved on my street, there were no young people on my street, so that's why they wanted it to make diverse. To have young people mixed with the elderly people. So it's pretty good. And now, but before, no. Was there any Caucasians on my street? No, not at all. I didn't know not one. Now, are there Caucasians? Yeah. They're basically outnumbering us now, African Americans.
So what happened to the African Americans that were living there?
The majority of them are still there, but they're building up so much property and stuff around my area where I live. A lot of people are buying now.
Okay, so the same people are still living there. Mm-hmm. It's just now there's more people.
Yeah, there's more people.
And there's more Caucasian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's working out pretty good?
Yeah, I don't have no neighbors across from me. I got nothing but an open field across from me. But everybody get along good. For the most part, I don't entertain a lot. I speak, I don't have everybody all, but I'm cordial, and that's good enough for me.
Okay, so what about, because you lived on, what street did you say you lived?
Where? I didn't say a street.
Okay.
I said the southeast side.
The southeast side. So what streets did you live around? Did you live by Walthy? Because that kind of changed though, didn't it?
No. You mean as a child growing up?
Yeah.
No. My mom, they stayed more in the intersection or Eastern and Hall.
Okay, Eastern and Hall.
Area. Mm-hmm. They stay on Oak Hill Street.
Okay, so that neighborhood hasn't really changed that much, right?
It has. Now, like I told you.
But the change is more like to Walthy.
No. I guess I'm being confused.
Oh, no, I don't want to confuse. Okay, so Eastern and Hall has not changed that much.
It has.
Okay, it has, okay.
But, a lot of the people that, when my mom and parents moved over there, everybody was homeowners. It wasn't no renters. You get what I'm saying? Everybody owned their home. You just owned your home. But now, like I told you, when people start selling, or if they couldn't sell it, they rent it out. So you got renters. So everybody's not going to take care of your property like you would. You know, renters, people, they don't care how they live.
Oh, okay, so that's why the neighborhood kind of went down a little
Right.
Because the people that were living there kind of moved to better places.
Right.
But now they're renting the house.
Or somebody bought the house, and then they rent it out, of course.
So not homeowners are buying it like before. It's more like people investing.
Right, because you got to think now. You got Section 8. You got so many different programs going on now. You know, and then you do get some slumlords. That's what we call them. Okay. You know, because they don't have to live over there, so they don't care. You know, they just looking to get that money every month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before, when the people first moved in, it was with more families and they were really proud of their homes.
Oh, yeah.
And now they're just trying to make money.
Yeah. Like most of them.
And so the neighborhood goes down because they don't really care.
Right. And so now it's coming back.
But then what about like neighborhood associations? Don't they put pressure on them?
Yeah, you do. But like my mom, the neighborhood association.
Is she a member of the neighborhood association?
My mom used to work for the neighborhood association in their area, but theirs got cut down. It wasn't no funding. So now it's like pulling tooth and nail trying to get help and get people out there, you know, to come and look and see what's going on. But it's not a rundown bad area. You just got renters, and all renters aren't clean.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
So even though everybody else's house makes me look good, and then you got one house that's just nasty trash everywhere, that makes the whole neighborhood look bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but the neighborhood association has lost funding, so they're not that strong.
No.
In that area.
Correct.
Is the neighborhood association mainly black and Latino minorities?
No, it was very diverse. You know, diverse? Okay. Yeah. I think theirs is through Oakdale. I'm not for sure. I think that's who they would have to go through, and they're very diverse and stuff. So I don't know, but after a while you get tired because I'm fighting a battle with one of my neighbors that's in back of me.
What was going on?
It's just nasty. Cars piled up, abandoned cars. I mean, you call, the police come out, they move them for a minute, then it's like a month or two later, it's back stacked up again, you know? So it's like, you know, who wants to look at that every day in your backyard, you know? They just have no respect, so.
Okay, so he's got like a little, either junkyard or he's got
yeah, and these are young people, you know, living like that, and then they'll send them out.
They're probably renters, right?
Yeah, or I don't know what they are. I don't even care. The house need to be condemned, to be honest. Seriously, I'm not just saying that. Seriously, so, and then they'll come out and they'll citate them, and then they'll clean up for a little bit, and then it's all over. You going through the process all over again, calling every day, you know, so. And then, yeah, you got a neighborhood association. You go and complain, but they still don't come out and do nothing. There's like, they slow. They don't want to, you know. So it's just crazy.
Okay, so the neighborhood started changing because now you got renters and you got, slum landlords.
Yep, slumlords. That's what they're called.
So, were there gangs or anything?
No.
Did they form gangs?
No.
How about drugs sales or anything like that?
No, I never witnessed none of that. When I was growing up, no, none of that wasn't popping around.
That's not happening now?
Nah, that was more like around wealthy, Bemis areas, Logan, all over there. But no, my neighborhood, no. We weren't dealing with none of that.
It's pretty stable, your neighborhood.
Yeah, we wasn't.
Okay. So it was so you went to Alexander. What other schools did you go to?
I told you, Alexander, Iroquois Middle.
How was Iroquois Middle?
Iroquois was good. It was diverse, you know. Most everybody that went to Alexander went to Iroquois, and of course other kids from different schools.
So teenage years, what did you do? What was the most important thing that you did? What was it like in the neighborhood for you?
Well, when I was a teenager, I was mostly into sports, you know, basketball or track. So I always kept my mind focused. Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
You had a team?
Yep, I played for Iroquois and I played for Ottawa Hills High School. Yep, and track. So.
And track.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you competed in terms of events.
Yep.
Okay, where did the youth hang out at?
Well, I don't know because I didn't really hang out.
You played sports.
Yeah, I didn't really hang out then, you know, because I was like 15, 16, you know. I didn't really start like going out to probably like I was like in the 10th, 11th grade maybe. A couple of parties here and there, but nothing major.
You have children, right?
I have one now, yes.
What's your child's name?
Joseph.
Joseph?
Yep, Joseph Saku Hopson. He's 16 years old.
Sounds like Jesus.
I know. Yeah, it means great warrior, one with strength.
Brave warrior?
Great warrior, one with strength.
Great warrior. Okay. But it's Joseph. Not
Joseph, yes.
Okay. Okay. So, what, did you get married or no?
No.
Okay, and you don't have to answer any questions you don't want to answer.
I'm not.
Okay, but I mean, so because is he in school? How's he doing in school?
My son, typical teenager. He, for the most part, he does very well in school. But now I think he's getting a little distracted by the young ladies because it's a phase. But all in all, really, I don't really have a major problem with my son. It's just, I think teenager, I guess I did, but I don't think I was like that, that little sassy and, parents don't understand. But like I tell him, you're going to thank me in the long run, Just, but no, he all in all, my son, he's a good kid. He really is.
Okay, so you haven't had any problems with him or anything?
No, very respectable, very manual. I don't deal with that.
Okay, that's another issue.
Him and my son talk, whatever, that's cool. But as far as me and him,
so they have a relationship.
Yeah, when he want to call or whatever, he call my son, but I just don't deal with that.
Okay, all right, no, but he does see your son in that.
I don't.
You don't deal with that at all. Okay.
No, I can't. No.
Okay.
That's a random C.
Okay, so now you're in your 20s or whatever. So what kind of lifestyle are you living?
Now I'm in my 20s.
I mean, at that time.
I was gonna say, oh wow, thank you. When I was in my 20s,
after teenage.
Yeah, went to CC, went to college.
You went to CC, okay.
And just and worked.
And what were you studying at CC?
I went for business advertisement.
Okay.
And I just worked, stayed focused. I always worked ever since I was 15, so just worked and.
So you went to business advertisement. Why did you get into that?
I love to draw, and everybody always say I got a unique style of writing.
You're not an artist?
Writing, a little bit. I dabble when I feel like it.
Portraits or?
Yeah, portraits. Little. It just depends on how I'm feeling. And I don't know. I was always fascinated with billboards, how they would just change so quick. You see a little slogan up there one day, and then a couple days later you see another one. And I was always fascinated about stuff like that, and that was something that I wanted to do. But of course, life changes. So back then I had got. I was working at McDonald's and I had got promoted to manager, so my money was looking good. It was hard trying to go to school and work, so I kind of let school go and worked and had my place and, did what I had to do, yeah.
So you let school go, meaning that you started going downhill grades and stuff?
No, my grades was fine. It was just like trying to get help because when I first applied, the little money that I get, they went, at that time they go by your parents' income. My parents made too much money. Mm-hmm. So it was basically just funding on my own, trying to get what I can get. My parents helped out. But they know I've just never been the one really look for them to help me. I always been the type let me find a way and see what I can do on my own and stuff. So, yeah.
Okay. So then what did you get into if you're not in the school?
I worked. I got promoted to manager.
At the
yeah,
okay.
Swing manager, and from that, yep.
Okay, and that was good status, so you stayed, put all your eggs into that.
Yeah, I worked, yeah. And then my best friend, one of my best friend at the time, she was going through a dark period, and my family and we just really wanted to help her and be there for her, and so basically just trying to keep her focused and stuff because it was really crazy, after high school for her and her sister. Her brother went to the service, but it was just really crazy for them. So she had to come stay with us, and so I just kind of worked enough to get us a place, and try to help her out and get her on her feet. Yeah.
Okay. So is she okay? Or?
Yeah, she's fine. I mean, I don't really stay in touch with her. I see her from time to time, but yeah, she's married and got a kid or two, and she's doing good.
Okay.
She didn't go down the road her mom went down, thank goodness.
Okay. So her issues with her mom, or what was it?
Yeah, her mom. Yeah, her mom had got hooked on drugs really bad and just kind of basically abandoned her and her sister.
So her mom is from the southeast side too?
Yeah.
And so there was some drugs in the southeast side.
Well, I don't know where her mom, her mom, because we were teenagers. I don't know, you know what I mean? Back then, the norm was, if they smoked some weed, marijuana, but you didn't hear about crack and all that stuff.
Okay. So kids were smoking weed and stuff?
No, we wasn't. I'm saying, if that's all you heard about.
Right.
You didn't hear about like other drugs. At least I didn't. Yeah, because I just wasn't. That wasn't my thing. I wasn't around. If people were doing it, I wasn't the one to be around it because that wasn't my forte.
That wasn't your forte.
No.
Okay. So your forte was school and work. And,
yeah.
And,
being with my family.
Sports and being with your family and stuff like that. But this was somebody from school.
Well, this was after school. We were all going to college then. So, by then we were in our 20s, 1920s, 21.
So you met her at college?
No, I knew her. We went to school from elementary on up. Well, middle school on up to high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you just like to help other people? Is that what
No, that was my best friend. I mean, what are you supposed to do if you get evicted and you got nowhere to go? What are you going to do?
Oh, she was getting evicted.
Her mom, I don't know what. Her mom left them in the house. Okay. Her mom just basically like packed and was gone and just left them there. So they was like, she was basically, she didn't care.
What do you mean left them there? Abandoned them?
Yeah, like basically left and was gone and was like, you guys are grown. I'm tired of taking care of you. And
threw them out.
No, just left the house. So, of course, they couldn't pay no rent. They didn't have no jobs. I mean, you think you just graduated, ready to go to college. I mean,
Oh, I see. So she's already grown, and she says, her mom says, this is your apartment, now I'm leaving.
No, yeah, they were in the house, and her mom just was on drugs and just, I guess, want to be free. I don't know, because I never been a drug head, so I don't know. But some people just do some crazy things.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they don't, when you chasing a dream or chasing whatever, a high or whatever, you don't think you're not in your right state of mind.
But you helped her out.
Yeah, of course, my family, yeah.
Okay, so now you're a little older, and so what were you thinking then? You're not in school, so your plans about advertisements were put to the wayside.
Yeah, I didn't think about it no more. After that.
So what did you think about it? I mean, what were you thinking?
Well, after that, I got into the school system, so I had a really good job at the school system. I was emotional impaired assistant, so I really loved that. And then
for the school?
For the Grand Rapids Public Schools.
So you're working with young kids.
I was about 24 then, when I got that job.
What does that mean, emotionally impaired?
That's just mean kids that are ADHD or have some learning disability and stuff. Yeah, and just work with them and. So I really liked that.
Was it like the day school program?
No, they went to school just like
regular school.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you worked at that school.
Yeah, that's why I was stationed at that school
you were a case manager. You had what they call a case manager.
Yeah, but no,
you had people
I work with a teacher.
You work with a teacher.
And so it's like I'm in a classroom. That's where I got hired at, and that's where I was at. Yeah.
And they were emotionally impaired. What school was that?
This is Brookside Elementary.
Brookside.
It's right there in Madison and Alger.
Is it just a regular school?
Elementary school, yep. And at the time, it went through first through sixth grade. Now they didn't do that. They don't. K.
A special classroom for the?
No, it was just like a regular classroom. They rotated. You start them off like we was preparing them like we had 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. So they would go from different classes. Okay, this will be their home, and then they'll go to English, math, or whatever. Come back here for science because that was our first taste, science. So just trying to help them and get them aware, getting them ready for. High school and what to expect and try to work with them.
Were you working with everybody or just the emotionally impaired?
I work with any student that needed help, but my main focus was if my kids will get out of line, of course I'm gonna, be with them. Make
What
sure.
I'm saying is you got hired just to work with the emotionally impaired.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's what
But
I'm
I can work with other kids
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
wanted
oh, yeah.
to, but yes.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so, any experiences? How did that go?
It
Any
was
experiences
fun.
with any that you remember?
I mean, you sometimes they would go off. You have to restrain them. You just didn't know how the days would be. But the most part, I think, like dealing with kids that's on meds and Ritalin and Adderall and all that, it can be tricky because you don't, they get into a routine and a lot of them don't like change. So you don't know what may trigger them to have a spasm or go off, throw a desk, throw a chair. You just, But I think when I first started there, they thought I was like a little girl. They was like flirting. I'm like, psh, they thought I was like their age or whatever. But and they would try to put you through the test, of course. But as I got to them, they love me and respected me. And, I bump into quite a bit of them. And surprisingly, they be like, Miss Hopson, oh my goodness, you still look the same. But they had grew up most of the time. Half of them I remember their name, but not a lot of them because, I was dealing with 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. So it's crazy.
So you see them in the community, so that's good that they're not separated.
Yeah. And I asked them what are they doing or, and stuff like that. And they'll tell me and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's what's up,
Okay, so were you part of any church or anything like that?
Yeah, I go to New Hope Baptist Church. I've been going there ever since I was 12 years old. It's right up here on Delaware, 130 Delaware.
Okay. What is that like?
What do you mean? What is it like? Church.
No, but I mean, it's a Baptist church?
Yes, it is. It's Baptist church.
Okay. Choir and anything like that?
Yeah, we have choir. Yeah.
You don't get the Holy Ghost or anything. That's the Pentecost.
No, I mean, some people do probably get this, everybody get a feeling them. I never got a feeling, but some people do get happy. But they don't do all that, but dancing and all that. But, all in all, it's a good church.
I don't know if the Pentecostals do that or not. I'm just
I don't know. I go to church. I enjoy it. We have a good pastor.
I'm Catholic.
Yeah, we have good church service, a good pastor. They very involved in the community and stuff, and with the elderlies and stuff. So I like it.
I've heard that name before. New Hope Church, Baptist Church. So I'm trying to. So they must be pretty well known. They must be well known in the community and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've heard it from several.
Yeah. No, it's a good church.
People here that go to that, or
not at my job.
no? Because I've interviewed some people here that go to that.
Well, it's a lady. It's a couple of people that come. I see that go there, but I don't. I don't.
Is it a big church?
Yes, it's very big. It's a nice sized church. Yes. So I mean, I've seen them.
Right here, you said what street?
Yep, Delaware, 130 Delaware. Yep. Right. So I've seen them, but I speak, hey, what's up? But mostly I go to church to listen to the word and what he got to say, and as I'm out that door, hey, how you doing? And
You've been going there since 12. Does the family go there too?
Yeah, my parents. Yeah, my parents still go there.
Have relatives there and friends?
Yes, my parents. I don't, like I told you, we don't have no immediate family.
Your parents are still alive?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they may be 50 years that my parents been together.
They just retired 50 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, my dad been retired for quite a bit. Him and my mother.
Okay, so any final thoughts? I mean, what that you think that are important to share with maybe your son and with other people? That they should think about.
Well, as far as my son goes, it's hard being a single mom. I'm not gonna say that it's not, but I thank God every day for me having the parents that I have and them showing me how to raise my child. And that is stuff that I try to instill in my son, to be respectful and courteous. And I just really want him to grow up and be a young man and make a difference in our community, because their youth at his age, it's very sad. It is. And you got to think, these kids are our future. And I'm not saying you're going to change everybody's, but I hope I make a difference in changing my son. That's all.
So you mentioned something very important, okay? You said single mom. What is it like to be a single mom? I mean, struggle. What are kind of the struggles of single mom?
Well, you know, it never really fazed me at first, because like when I got pregnant with Joseph, I was 28. Almost 29. I was 29 when I had him. So it wasn't like I didn't know what I was doing. I had a good job. I worked at Delphi Automotives. You know, so I already had my goals in my mind, you know, whether I was praying that me and his father be together, but we didn't. So it wasn't no biggie, you know. My next goal was, boom, let me start working on getting my house, and that's what I did. You know, I don't want to live in no apartment. I got a baby now. You know, I want him to be able to go outside and play in his backyard and have fun and stuff. But, I mean, it's challenging, because now that my son is in his teenage years, I know that he needs his father. It's some things that he talked to me about that he really... I know he probably would talk more, you know, with his father. But like I told him, you know, there's nothing that I can force him to do, you know. So, I mean, like I told him, you have your grandfather, you have your uncle. You know, I got a couple of, I call them my play brothers, but really they're my brothers. You know, they're always there for him. But I know how he feels. It's nothing like that bond, like a son and a father bond. You know, but I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a challenge every day, because I'm a female, he's a male. You know, so, but
So what do you mean? What does that mean?
I'm just saying, you know, like moms are more nurturing, and you know, like with him, I can give him the birds and the bees talk, but that birds and the bees talk ain't nothing like him and his father or another male having a birds and bees talk, because I know he'll be more relaxed and speak more and say what he really want to say. As with me, it's gonna be more cautious, and I don't know if might want to hear this, you know. So
what about discipline?
My son know I will put up his, you know what, if he really makes me mad. But you know, I hit him where it hurts. Cell phone, gone. Computer, gone. You know. So so
you take stuff away.
Oh, of course. I mean, he's to the age, you know.
Privileges, and then you take them away. He gets privileges, but then you can take them away.
That's right, because because I feel like, basketball. You want to go play basketball? Not. You know what I mean? You know, nowadays you have to think. I can spank him, hit him, or whatever, but what good is that gonna do? That's not teaching him nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, this is something that you want to do? Well, then these are the things that you need to do to keep yourself on track, so you can be able to do that. You know, like, yeah, you know, his dad a couple of weeks ago, he's supposed to go to the Piston game in Detroit. No, Spanish homework is not done. I don't play that. No, you're still not gonna go. No, if that was something that you want to do, you should have stayed focused in class, and you should have did your work. And there's no excuse, because you can get the help, and there's after-school tutoring. So, and then what did that do? That leaves more stress on me to try to help you get in the bind. I don't speak Spanish, very little. So now I'm trying to help people to help you when it's stuff that you already know how to do, you know? So, yeah.
Does he respect you, or?
Oh, yeah, I think my son respects me very much so, because he knows. Oh, he knows. He might test me.
You say he knows. I mean, he knows.
Oh yeah, he knows. If I give that look,
right,
or that little, he knows. He knows the next thing's coming. Like, I better leave mom alone. I better get the hell out of it. Yeah, he knows. Okay. Yo, my son don't never. You know, he might get sassy mouth, but that's part of being a teenager. But he knows I would him up in a hot second.
So you notice the difference when he's a teenager. He's a little more rebellious.
Of course, you know, that's what teenagers do. They want to test you. You know what I mean? And you got to think, like, look how these teenagers and these parents are now. Most of these parents growing up, they're not parents. They're like friends with their kids. They're not showing them how to be a young lady or young man. They up there smoking weed and drinking and trying to party with them. I wasn't raised like that. No, I'm a mother.
So you would never smoke weed?
Oh, no. A party or club? No. Okay. No. My son, no. I am a parent.
Okay.
Your friends are what you meet at school here and there, and they gonna come and go. But mama gonna always be here through the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, no. And even if...
There are some people that do that. They think...
Of course.
In other words, they're not parents. I mean, they want to relate to the kids as if they were kids.
Right. And
you see what I'm saying? Or am I putting words?
Yeah, no, you're fine. I get what you're saying, but everybody have their own way of raising their kids and method, and if that's their forte, that's fine. But me, I just wasn't raised like that.
You don't agree with that?
No, because they don't have no they're not gonna have no respect for you. If they're cussing, sitting up there smoking like, you wasn't my mom, look what you let us, you know what I mean? There's never gonna be no respect. You may think it is, but they're never gonna respect you.
They might like you, but they're not gonna respect you.
No, they're not gonna respect you. What not like a real parent should be respected.
Okay, so that's good. That's good because they do that. Okay, what else when you were because I was looking at the final test, you said some other stuff that people should know. I missed it, but maybe we can. So if Joseph, right, or anybody else wanted to know who you are, let's try that, and maybe I'll remember what I was thinking. So who are you?
I'm Anesha. I'm just a good person, a good woman, hardworking, funny, witty. Your best friend. Always somebody here to talk to, but at the same token, I ain't for no games. I'm just me. This is what God created, and this is what my mom and dad put together. This is me. I'm always gonna be me.
Okay, so you're not for no games, and God created you that way, and you're a loving person and all that, but you're not for no games, so that means that some people play games?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like there's a serious side and there's a fun side. And people know me, they know when I'm serious about something, and they know when I'm playing, so that's what I mean. Like, I can be goofy and witty, but when it comes down to like really like handling your business and trying to stay focused and stay on track, then that's what I mean by when I say I'm not for no games like that.
Okay. So I guess, because this is like a senior program that you're working at, and you're the driver, and you've been driving for about a year now? And I have. So, how do you feel about that, driving with the seniors?
It doesn't bother me. I've been driving since 2002. I started off with the babies, then went up to the middle school, then high school, and now I'm with the seniors. I mean, I love my job. I really do. A lot of people can't say that, but I do. I love my job. I mean, do I have its days? Yes. I mean, the seniors, they bicker like they're little teenagers and stuff, but a lot of that stuff now, you just let it go. It's life too short, and, every day is a learning lesson for me, so.
I mean, do you, what are some of the things that you got to deal with there, with the driving with the seniors?
Not too much of that. When I'm driving, that's my run. I get to drive it the way I want to. Can't nobody tell me what to do, or I want to go home first, or none of that. I load them up. For the most part, I really don't have no problems with my seniors. I don't. They respect me. I respect them, Some of them be trying to little sassy, do little slick stuff, but all in all...
What kind of slick stuff?
I mean, I just look at seniors, some of them. Not all of them, but, when they at their age, their mind is, like the teenager, stagey and stuff, so... And then it's more gossipy, it just remind me of...
So their mind is like teenager?
Theirs are, yeah. And it just remind me of elementary and middle school and high school all over again. So to me, it's funny.
Okay, so that's why I was going to ask you, are there any funny moments?
Yeah, so to me, it's funny when I hear them like, did you see such and such? And I saw such and such talking to such. And it's funny. You got to laugh. It's cute, but it's funny, But you be like, dang, like... But for me, I laugh for a moment, but then I think, I don't have neither set of my parents on my mother's side or my father's side But I just wasn't raised from that environment. I never seen my I would see my grandmother and grandfather together, and we always did fun things together. And I don't know, I just never seen them sit up and chitter chatter like that, I guess. So I guess that's why it's funny to me.
Okay. So you like to work here, you said mainly because of the driving, or do you?
I love my job. I love my job, period, because I interact with the seniors all day. I'm just because I drive for them, I do a lot more. Like, people don't know, I do a lot more for the seniors. Yeah, I do drive them and bring them here and take them home, but we go on trips. I'm always in the senior department, helping out whenever I can. I'm in the kitchen trying to help get the food sometimes together to serve them, in the pantry, cleaning out the pantry, trying to get stuff for bingo, helping through donations. It's a lot that I do here, so it's just not set on the seniors. I like that I can be around the elderly because I don't have my elderly grandparents, so that's a plus side. But I love my job, period. The whole thing with it.
Have you learned anything from that, from the seniors?
Yes. Definitely to be more patient, because some of them are going through dementia or early stage or Alzheimer's. So, you just got to learn to be patient, which, and be more, I want them to be more respectful and courteous to each other.
Okay. All right, so any last thoughts?
No, thank you for my interview, Cha-Cha.
Okay, that's it?
Yes.
All right, thank you.